In today's digital world, security is paramount. Our data, systems, and networks are constantly under threat. That's where penetration testing comes in. Think of it as an ethical hacking exercise. We simulate attacks to find weaknesses before the bad guys do. It's about being proactive and staying one step ahead. Kali Linux is a specialized operating system designed for penetration testing and security auditing. It's like a Swiss Army knife for cybersecurity professionals. Developed by Offensive Security, Kali is packed with hundreds of tools for various tasks. From network scanning to password cracking, it's got you covered. What's great is that it's open source and free to use. Plus, it has a massive and active community for support. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting, Kali Linux can be an invaluable asset in your cybersecurity journey. Kali Linux didn't just appear out of thin air. It has a rich history, evolving from a previous penetration testing platform called BackTrack. BackTrack itself had its roots in various security distributions, but it was Offensive Security who took the reins and shaped it into a dedicated pen testing powerhouse. In 2013, Kali Linux was born, building upon BackTrack's foundation and taking it to the next level. With a focus on Debian Linux, Kali offered greater stability, flexibility, and a streamlined user experience for security professionals. What makes Kali Linux so special? It's all about the features. First and foremost, it comes preloaded with a vast arsenal of tools. We're talking hundreds of specialized applications for every stage of a penetration test, all organized and ready to use. But Kali is more than just a static toolkit, it's highly customizable. You can tweak the environment, add or remove tools, and tailor it to your specific needs. Plus, Kali is incredibly versatile. Run it as your main operating system in a virtual machine or even boot it from a USB drive for on-the-go assessments. Section 3, a toolkit for every occasion. Imagine a toolbox, but instead of hammers and screwdrivers, it's filled with digital tools for hacking. That's Kali Linux in a nutshell. Need to scope out a network? Kali has you covered with tools like Nmap for port scanning and vulnerability analysis. Want to test web applications? Fire up Burp Suite or OWASP Zap to uncover vulnerabilities like cross-site scripting and SQL injection. And if you're dealing with wireless networks, Kali has a suite of tools for sniffing traffic, cracking passwords, and assessing Wi-Fi security. Section 1. Ready to roll system requirements. Before you dive into the exciting world of Kali Linux, let's make sure your system can handle the awesomeness. Don't worry, it's not as demanding as you might think. First off, you'll need a 64-bit processor. Most modern computers have this, so you're probably good to go. Next up, RAM. Aim for at least 4 GB, but more is always better, especially if you're running Kali in a virtual machine or working on large projects. Finally, you'll need around 20 GB of free disk space for the installation. It's always a good idea to have some breathing room for your tools and projects. Section 2. Choosing your path Kali Linux installation methods. Now for the fun part, installing Kali Linux. The good news is, you have options. Choose the method that best suits your needs and technical comfort level. Option 1, the classic primary OS installation. This means wiping your hard drive and installing Kali as your main operating system. It offers the best performance but requires some technical know-how. Option 2, the virtual machine route. Using software like VMware or VirtualBox, you can run Kali in a safe, isolated environment within your existing OS. This is perfect for experimentation and learning. Option 3, the live boot option. Want to try before you install or need a portable pen testing solution? Boot Kali directly from a USB drive. It's quick, convenient, and doesn't affect your main system. Section 3. Setting the stage initial configuration and updates. Congratulations, you've successfully installed Kali Linux. Now it's time to configure your system and make sure everything is up to date. First things first, update your package list. Open a terminal and type sudo apt update followed by sudo apt upgrade. This ensures you have the latest software versions and security patches. Next, consider installing additional tools. Kali comes with a vast array of pre-installed tools, but you might need specialized software for specific tasks. Finally, and most importantly, create a non-root user account for daily use. This adds an extra layer of security and prevents accidental system changes. Section 4. Gearing up essential tools in Kali Linux. Now that your Kali Linux system is set up, let's dive into its impressive toolkit. Remember that toolbox analogy? Well, get ready to be amazed by the sheer variety of instruments at your disposal. First up, we have the information gathering tools. These are like your scouts, helping you gather intel on your target. Nmap, for example, is a powerful network scanner that can identify open ports, services, and even operating systems. Next, we have vulnerability analysis tools. These are your detectives, helping you uncover weaknesses in the system. OpenVAS, for instance, is a vulnerability scanner that can detect potential security holes in your network. And of course, no pen testing toolkit is complete without exploitation tools. These are your specialized operatives designed to exploit specific vulnerabilities. Metasploit, a renowned penetration testing framework, provides a vast library of exploits for various systems and applications. Section 1. Breaching the Walls Exploitation Tools. Alright, we've done our reconnaissance, found some vulnerabilities, now it's time to see if we can exploit them. This is where things get really interesting. Think of exploitation tools as specialized keys, each one designed to unlock a specific type of vulnerability, and Kali Linux has a whole keychain full of them. One of the most famous tools is Metasploit. It's a framework, really, that houses a vast library of exploits. Whether it's a web server, a database, or even an outdated application, Metasploit likely has an exploit for it. But it's not just about pre-built exploits. Kali also includes tools for crafting your own exploits. This is where knowledge of programming and system internals comes in handy, allowing you to target very specific vulnerabilities. Section 2. The keys to the kingdom password attacks. Let's face it, passwords are often the weakest link in the security chain, and cracking them is a crucial aspect of many penetration tests. Thankfully, Kali Linux has a whole arsenal dedicated to this task. First up, we have tools like John the Ripper. This classic password cracker uses brute force techniques, trying different combinations of characters until it finds a match. It's surprisingly effective, especially against weak or commonly used passwords. Then there's Hashcat, a more advanced password cracker that leverages the power of your graphics card, GPU, to accelerate the cracking process. It can handle complex password hashes and is particularly good at dictionary attacks, where it tries words from a predefined list. But Kali doesn't stop there. It also includes tools for sniffing network traffic to capture passwords transmitted in plain text, as well as tools for bypassing authentication mechanisms altogether. Section 3. Invisible Threats, Wireless Attacks. With the rise of Wi-Fi, wireless networks have become a prime target for attackers, and Kali Linux doesn't disappoint when it comes to assessing their security. One of the essential tools for wireless pen testing is air cracking. It's a suite of tools that allows you to monitor wireless networks, capture traffic, and even crack passwords for certain encryption protocols like WEP and WPA. Then there's Reaver, a tool specifically designed to target the WPS, Wi-Fi Protected Setup protocol. WPS was supposed to simplify Wi-Fi connections, but it had a flaw that Reaver exploits to brute force the WPS pin and ultimately recover the network password. Kali also includes tools for setting up fake access points, also known as evil twin attacks, allowing you to lure unsuspecting users into connecting to your malicious network. Section 1. Beyond the Basics, Customizing Your Toolkit. Now that you're familiar with the core tools in Kali Linux, let's take things a step further. Remember, Kali isn't just a static toolbox, it's a dynamic platform that you can mold to fit your unique needs and workflows. Think of it like this. You wouldn't use a screwdriver to hammer in a nail, right? The same principle applies to penetration testing. Different scenarios require different approaches, and customizing your tools can make all the difference. Take Nmap, for example. It's a powerful network scanner, but its true potential shines when you start using its scripting engine, NSE. With NSE, you can write custom scripts to automate complex scans, analyze network traffic, and even exploit vulnerabilities. Or consider Metasploit. While it comes with a vast library of pre-built exploits, you can create your own modules to target specific vulnerabilities or bypass custom security measures. Section 2. The power of automation, scripting your way to efficiency. Penetration testing often involves repetitive tasks, especially when you're dealing with large networks or complex systems. Manually performing these tasks can be time-consuming and error-prone. That's where automation comes in. By writing scripts, you can automate these repetitive tasks, freeing up your time and mental energy to focus on more critical aspects of the penetration test. Kali Linux supports various scripting languages including Python and Bash. Python, with its extensive libraries and readability, is an excellent choice for complex tasks like data analysis and exploit development. Bash, on the other hand, is perfect for automating system commands and interacting with Kali's built-in tools. For example, you could write a Bash script to automate Nmap scans, process the results, and generate reports. Section 3. Expanding your horizons, integrating with open-source allies. Kali Linux is a powerful platform on its own, but its true strength lies in its ability to integrate with other open-source tools. Think of it as assembling a team of specialists, each bringing their unique skills to the table. For web application testing, you can pair Kali with tools like Burp Suite, a comprehensive web vulnerability scanner, or OWASP-Zap, another popular open-source scanner with a user-friendly interface. If you're dealing with large amounts of log data, consider integrating Kali with the LK Stack, Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana. This powerful trio allows you to collect, analyze, and visualize security logs, providing valuable insights into attacks and system behavior. And for those who need to manage and track vulnerabilities, Kali can be integrated with vulnerability management platforms like OpenVAS Manager or Greenbone Security Manager. Section 1. Kali Linux, your cybersecurity ally. As we've seen throughout this journey, Kali Linux is an indispensable tool for anyone serious about cybersecurity. It's like having a team of elite hackers on your side, but working for the good guys. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting, Kali provides the tools and knowledge to assess and strengthen the security of your systems. Remember, knowledge is power, and Kali empowers you to stay one step ahead of the bad guys. It's not just about finding vulnerabilities, it's about understanding how they work and how to prevent them. So, embrace the power of Kali Linux, but always use it responsibly and ethically, because with great power comes great responsibility. Section 2. The Ethical Hacker's Oath. Now, before you go off on your cybersecurity adventures, it's crucial to remember that with great power comes great responsibility. Penetration testing is a powerful tool, and it's essential to use it ethically and legally. Always obtain proper authorization before conducting any penetration test. Never target systems or networks that you don't have explicit permission to test. Respect the privacy and data of others. Treat any information you discover during a test with the utmost confidentiality. And finally, always disclose vulnerabilities responsibly. Report your findings to the system owner and provide them with clear and actionable steps to remediate the issue. Section 3. Level up your cybersecurity game. So, you've dipped your toes into the world of Kali Linux and penetration testing. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The beauty of cybersecurity is that it's a constantly evolving field, and there's always something new to learn. Kali Linux has a vibrant and supportive community ready to help you on your journey. Explore online forums and communities dedicated to Kali Linux, ethical hacking, and cybersecurity in general. Share your knowledge, ask questions, and learn from the experiences of others. Consider pursuing professional certifications like the Offensive Security Certified Professional, OSCP, or the Certified Ethical Hacker, CEH. These certifications validate your skills and demonstrate your commitment to the field.